Father of the nation, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the greatest icon of Muslim renaissance in the Indian subcontinent, under whose passionate leadership Pakistan appeared on the map of the world on August 14, 1947. This great visionary leader who left his indelible impressions on the political horizons of the 20th century was born on December 25, 1876 at Wazir Mansion, located inside the Kharadar neighborhood of Karachi. In the early ages, he was groomed at centers of educational excellence such as Church Mission School, Sindh Madrasatul Islam and Lincoln's Inn, London. Trading along the winding tracks of politics while moving forward on the bright path of awareness and wisdom, this trailblazer of the Indian Muslims brought them home with the help of his leadership skills, unity, faith and discipline. He led his nation to its destiny, where the shadows of servitude were retreating, giving way to a bright dawn of independence. The resolution of Pakistan in 1940 was the pinnacle of the struggle, made by the Muslims of India with Muhammad Ali Jinnah as their leader, who instilled a steely determination and a growing passion in them, for almost 3 decades. Now the journey of independence had reached a point where the Iqbal's dream of Pakistan was soon to be realized. The formation and structure of an Islamic welfare state were taking shape, and whose concept was presented by Iqbal while presiding over the annual session of Muslim League in Allahabad in the year 1930. From there on, the struggle for the creation of Pakistan gained momentum for the next 7 years. Jinnah toured the whole subcontinent and filled the hearts of millions of Muslims with an incredible zeal for the creation of an independent homeland. Wherever his message reached, people vowed to make all sacrifices in the way of realizing this dream under the spirited leadership of Quaid-e-Azam. Although the destiny was achievable, but it needed relentless struggle and selfless sacrifice. In 1942, the British government appointed Sir Stafford Cripps to hold talks with the Indian Congress, which was demanding autonomy, and Quaid-e-Azam, who was determined to create Pakistan. However, the negotiations failed. During September 1944, talks were held between Jinnah and Gandhi to resolve Hindu-Muslim differences. The talks lasted for 16 days and ended without any positive results. In Shimla, Viceroy Lord Wavell convinced a conference of political leaders and presented a proposal for forming an interim central government, but a settlement could not be reached over the allocation of seats for Muslims in the cabinet. Jinnah was of the view that Muslim League was the sole representative party of Indian Muslims, hence all Muslims ministers should come from the party. To present the evidence of his claim, Jinnah made a call for general elections. The Viceroy endorsed Jinnah's call and made announcement for general elections. In 1946, general elections were held in the subcontinent. Both Congress as well as Muslim League participated in the elections, advocating a united India and independent Pakistan, respectively. All the Muslim seats in central government were secured by the Muslim League. The general elections of 1946 proved the fact that the ultimate demand of the Indian Muslims was creation of Pakistan, and Quaid-e-Azam was their greatest leader. As a result of cabinet missions negotiations with the political figures of subcontinent, the premises for the creation of Pakistan was given shape through a plan for immediate setup of an interim government. Muslim League endorsed the plan immediately. However, Congress did not agree to join the interim government at par with Muslim League, and hence the plan was rejected by Congress. In a short span of 7 years, every step taken towards the destiny of independence brought the people closer to the realization of their dream. Under Jinnah's visionary leadership and unbreakable determination, In March 1947, Lord Mountbatten arrived as the Viceroy of India, and finally the British government proposed the same solution for the future of subcontinent which had been stressed upon by Jinnah for many years. The subcontinent was to be partitioned. When Lord Mountbatten announced the partition plan on June 3, 1947, Jinnah gave the news of a new life to the people in a radio address.
That I am afforded the opportunity to speak to you directly through this radio from Delhi. It is the first time, I believe, that a non-official has been afforded an opportunity to address the people.
On August 7, 1947, after decades of political and legal struggle, Jinnah set his foot in Pakistan. A country created for the Muslims of subcontinent. People swarmed to welcome their beloved leader. Jinnah attended the transfer of power ceremony, and on behalf of the British government, the last Viceroy Lord Mountbatten handed over the administration of the newly created Pakistan. As Pakistan's head of state, Jinnah expressed gratitude and was greeted by a cheering crowd, waiting to catch a glimpse of their great leader outside the assembly building.
The creation of the new state has placed a tremendous responsibility on the citizens of Pakistan.
The ceremony for transfer of power on August 14, 1947 was the declaration of Pakistan's creation. On August 15, 1947, oath-taking ceremony for government representatives of the new and independent state of Pakistan was held. After the recitation of the Holy Quran, father of the nation, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah took the oath as the Governor General of Pakistan. The Chief Justice of Pakistan presided over the oath-taking ceremony. Quaid-e-Azam had taken it upon himself to create a separate homeland for the Muslims of subcontinent, where they would live according to the Islamic principles. He achieved this unimaginable goal. Liaquat Ali Khan assumed the role of Prime Minister. Other ministers included I. Chandrigar, Malik Ghulam Muhammad, Sardar Abdul Rabb Nishtar, and Ghazanfar Ali Khan. After the oath-taking, Quaid-e-Azam received a Guard of Honor from the armed forces. Quaid expressed his expectations from the armed forces sometime later while addressing the soldiers. He said, "We have to prove that we fully deserve the newly achieved independence. Now you have to safeguard the promotion of values and principles of Islamic democracy, social justice, and equality in your homeland. If you stick with the golden principle of determination, discipline, and selfless devotion, then there's nothing that you cannot achieve." The festival of Eid on August 18, 1947 fell 4 days after the birth of Pakistan. Quaid-e-Azam offered the Eid prayers among the general public, stressed upon unity, faith and discipline in his message to the nation. Due to some unwise decisions made by the Demarcation Commission created for the partition of subcontinent, religious violence erupted once again and mass killings took place. Hundreds of thousands of hapless Muslim migrants reached Pakistan in the form of caravans by train or on foot. For a newly formed state, relief and resettlement of such huge numbers of migrants was a daunting challenge, unfathomable in today's age. However, Quaid-e-Azam showed extraordinary determination and courage to handle this crisis. He visited the immigrants' camps in Karachi and Lahore, gave them hope with assurance and initiated different projects for their resettlement. In the meantime, Indian armed forces launched an attack on Kashmir using its puppet ruler's declaration of annexation as an alibi. The United Nations helped secure a ceasefire and military action came to a halt. Thousands of Kashmiri refugees sought shelter in Azad Kashmir and Pakistan. The newly created state of Pakistan was facing grave threats. Quaid-e-Azam was battling with these monumental challenges with his firm determination while also managing other matters of the state. His 72th birth on December 25, 1947 was celebrated in a befitting manner. On this occasion, he raised the national flag at the Polo Ground in Karachi. Contingents from the armed forces gave a march past to honor the Quaid. Quaid-e-Azam wished to see Pakistan as a strong nation upon which no enemy could cast an evil eye. This exceptional leader was loved by everyone in his nation, and he was a source of inspiration for the young and old. His life was a story of relentless struggle and had a happy ending marked with great success. After the creation of Pakistan, he didn't merely administer the state affairs from the capital city of Karachi, but made himself present wherever required. Over time, his constant engagements and hectic routine kept damaging his health. Although the passion he had to put his country on track for growth and development was so immense that continued to toil more than he could bear. He remained in touch with the general public constantly while also discharging his official duties. He himself was the personification of his principles of hard work and excellence, which he advised to the nation also. Due to his insight and resourcefulness, in less than 1 year after the creation of Pakistan, its economy gained so much momentum that the country was able to establish its central bank. State Bank of Pakistan was inaugurated by Quaid-e-Azam on July 1, 1948. In his speech, the Quaid said, "The economic system of the West has created unthinkable problems for humanity. We must present a model economic system based on genuine Islamic concepts of equality and social justice. By implementing such a model, we shall be fulfilling our duty as Muslims while sending out a message of peace to the world, and only that can save humanity from the horrors of the wars. It will be a symbol of prosperity for the mankind." The Quaid inaugurated the state bank by unlocking its front door. This was the last time he attended a public gathering. His health was rapidly deteriorating, and doctors advised him complete rest and a change of environment. He was shifted to Ziyarat, where he received medical treatment while staying at the Ziyarat residency. Quaid-e-Azam breathed his last upon returning to Karachi on the night of September 11, 1948. The whole nation mourned the death of its greatest leader, and huge number of people attended the funeral of their Quaid, who gave life to their dream of independence. The funeral prayers were led by Maulana Shabbir Ahmad Usmani. He was laid to rest in presence of his dearest sister Fatima Jinnah and daughter Tina. A group of soldiers from Pakistan Army paid respect to the founder of the nation. Recitation of the Holy Quran and special prayers continued at his resting place for 40 days. A magnificent mausoleum has been built above the resting place. Every day, especially on national holidays, including Quaid-e-Azam's birth and death anniversary, the mausoleum is visited by large crowds who pray for his eternal peace and renew their pledge of making Pakistan progress and prosper.